Hey T, how you doing? How are you? All right, so I'm gonna do this a little different because of the fact that I take my TikTok lives over to YouTube. So this is how we're gonna do it because this is my live, and I can do what I want, how I want to, and the way that I envision it. So what I need from you guys, from TikTok to YouTube, from Facebook to IG, look, you guys, to all platforms. This is me, for real. I'm a very spiritual person. I don't like negativity of any kind. Um, I am real and to the point. Okay. I want people to support me because they understand and they know that I am about you. I'm not about playing games. I'm not about money. I'm not about status or wealth. I am about you and helping you. Help me help you. Get somewhere where we both can get a better understanding of our lives and the way that we're going. I am a spiritual person that do spiritual things. I don't do anything religious. I don't claim myself to be a Christian. I claim myself to be a spiritually called, chosen person. My name is Melaranda Edella. My last name is not important. And the only reason why I say that is because reason why I say that is because first of all, I'm getting ready to get married again. And some changes has come about. So I don't really use my last name and I don't put my last name up there. So yes, my name is Melaranda Adela. Melaranda is my first name and Adela is my middle name. So I am from Cleveland, Ohio. I was born in California, January 2nd, 1972. I am 50 years old. I love being me. I don't let nobody take that away from me. I don't let nobody try to judge me and tell me anything any different. But I want you guys to know that I love you. And this is a place of safety. It's not a place for you to come and feel alarmed and attacked. This is I don't want to attack nobody. I want to show you guys that I am different and I'm going to always be different. My lives are not made for these matches. I like the matches when I'm bored, but if I have something to do, I need to do it. So a lot of times when I do my live, is to educate or get you spiritually sound in a good way. I'm never here to discredit you or downgrade you or judge you. This is a place of pure, unadulterated freedom. Um, I've been banana a couple of times already, and I've only been on here a couple of months. I've started getting serious about TikTok a couple of months ago after my friend got on, and I had been on for 2 years. Okay, so for 2 years, I just been getting on, just putting on some random stuff, and I really don't like putting on random stuff. What I do need you to do is I need you to keep tapping the screen. Tap the screen and whatever God put on your heart to do, do it. But I'm not begging. I don't need nobody to beg. I don't have to beg. I don't want nobody doing that. That is not my thing. I feel bad when I get on here and I start doing that and it just feels like begging to me. I don't want to beg. So if you want to, go ahead, share this live, because I need many people to get to know me. I am the one and only Malaronda Della. I am the first and the last, because nobody can ever use my name. I have copyrighted my name, and if you decide that you want to use it, please let me know, and I will give you the permission to use it. Other than that, no, do not use my name. My name is on all my businesses that I am just now getting back on track and on my feet with. I haven't made a profit yet, but at the same time, I am going to do my due diligence to get things going. I am here right now today to be on here to let you guys get to know me. I am not about, doing these matches. I love meeting people and everything. And if I feel like I want to bring somebody in to talk, this is not about a match. We're not doing matches today. We're not doing matches today. I want you guys to get to know me. Because I think we all just get on here and just randomly go out here without setting the standards. The standard for me is to make sure that you all get to know me, and I'm not about the bull and being fake and phony and that kind of stuff. So, I am 50 years old. I live with my daughters and my grandchildren and my son. My son is 7. My daughters is 25 and 29. I live in Cleveland, Ohio, East Cleveland to be exact, but on the border of Cleveland Heights. I am called in a prophetic way. I don't read what I read the atmosphere. So the atmosphere, blah, 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 blah. The atmosphere might be not to this live. It might be somebody outside. It might be somebody walking past my door. It might be somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking to someone directly. I don't even call out any names or anything like that because the atmosphere changes all the time. So I have these little props here. This is a prop. This is for entertainment only, okay? I do this for entertainment only. I seen one other person have these cards. I didn't have these cards since January. And they just so happened to just show up randomly on a vacation. And I went on that vacation. I saw them and God just said, yours. So I just went on and took them. And I have been blessed to be able to show people in what the atmosphere look like. I don't play games with God at all. Jesus is my life, health, and strength. He is first. He is last. He's the middle. He's the beginning and the end. He's my start. He's my first. He's the moment I wake up and take my first breath, I worship and adore him because he gave me the opportunity to make life better. I am not here to play games with anybody, okay? And again, I don't want to do the TikTok matches. I don't. God woke me up this morning to tell you guys, to give you all some idea about myself. My lives have not been the way that I thought that they were going to be. They've been more spiritual than they have been anything else. Johnny boy, how you doing? How you doing? Ah, there you go. Hi. So when I see my regular people, because I don't see my regular people, I just see Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy, how you doing? How you doing? I hope that's the one that's in here right now. I only got one person in here. I hope that you're not a ghost. Please do not be a ghost. Please turn on or do whatever you have to not be a ghost in my room. Let's see, Johnny Boy. I think I made you a moderator. I'm not sure. Yep, I sure did. I made you a moderator, so I need you to find out who that ghost is. I don't do ghost. And if you're sitting in that behind the live watching me talk, please come on in. I love you. I may not like your ways. I can't judge you on your ways. You're going to do stuff anyway, and I'm going to love you anyway. Okay? Because we all do things that we don't like from each other. It doesn't necessarily mean that is something bad. We all have our own fingerprint in life. It identifies us to be ourselves. Me, myself, and I, you and who you are, as we need to stop trying to be like everyone else. That's what makes people fake and phony. I don't want fake and phony around me. If you're trying to be someone other than yourself, I want to help you be and identify who you are. So, I am here to read the atmosphere. That's how I do things. Like I said, and this is just a disclaimer to let everybody know. I read the atmosphere. I do not give direct to the person of who you think I may be talking about. If you feel like what I'm talking about is you, then please, please, please just say me. That's it. That's all you need to do. Is just say me. No question marks, no nothing else. Tap the screen, tap it, tap it, tap it. Just keep tapping away. It's free. I'm not asking for gifts or anything. I'm asking for you guys to just trust me and love me and support me. And whatever God puts on your heart, that's what you do. Now, I do have a goal for my life, and that is 20 pearls. That's what I asked for today. 20 pearls. That's all I need from this live is 20 pearls. Let's make this a place of worthiness. We all have worth. And we don't just randomly get on here and wake up and say, oh, well, some of us do when we doing these matches. I get on when God tells me to get on. I don't get on every day. I'm not consistent in that way. I don't do that. I get on when God tells me to get on. I can't do it no other way. I tried. And I tried, and I tried. I tried for the last couple of months to try to do this the way that you all do it here on this live. But this is not how it's going. Polar, how you doing? How you doing? Polar Egg, how you doing? Opie 0816. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Let's see how this gonna work out, y'all. I'm starting now. I'm sitting up here watching Catfish. I'm actually on a little sabbatical. I think I'm gonna be here today and tomorrow. I'm in Columbus, Ohio right now, so I'm just trying to recharge and get my head straight. Because I've had a rough last 4 years. My husband died in 2019, right before the pandemic. So, and he died because of negligence. Somebody wasn't doing their job. So, he had a stroke and was recovering. He was coming home the following week after his surgery, and didn't make it. He had told me in a text because he couldn't talk. He had told me that he didn't feel right about the surgery, and I told him, I said, if you don't feel right about the surgery, don't do it. Well, he said that he wanted to do it to get his voice back and so he could be able to talk to me without having to text me, and do it for his mom and his brother because they really was concerned about him having a stroke. And I understood that. And I told him, I said, it's not about anybody, not even myself. It's about him. And if you feel some kind of way, you only get one life. And if you feel like this is something you should not be doing, don't do it. And see, this is what I need you all to understand. If something in your body, your soul, and it quivers, it shakes, it makes you feel eerie in some kind of way, like your back will start feeling this tingliness. It works different for everybody. It's different for everybody. Like you'll have some kind of sensation that lets you know this is not the right thing. It's not the right thing. I'm not feeling right about this. Okay? When you don't feel right about a certain something that you really made up your mind that this is what you really want to do, it may not be the right time. Or it might not be that you don't do it at all. Like, follow your intuition. Follow what you're supposed to follow. This is what the atmosphere is telling me right now, and this is why I went this way. So, you got to really get into yourself. You have to. Because once you recognize and understand yourself, you'll be able to understand other people and how they move. You know? Because people do things out of emotions. They don't think before they act. So their emotions will run before their body. It'll do whatever it wants before your mind sets up to do exactly what's right. And then by that point, your body is already gone and your mind has said stop. And it's already done because you moved before you actually moved in wisdom. You have to be able to move in wisdom and knowledge in spirit and in truth of yourself. Once you start coming into fruition of what is supposed to be done in your life, and you follow what your inner man is telling you, okay, not yourself. This is where psychologists get it all wrong. You supposed to have a voice other than yourself speaking to you. That is the spirit within that speaks the right things for your life. So you don't grieve the spirit man. I'm not doing this on a biblical sense. I'm doing it on the sense of knowing thyself. Following the fingerprint. God has put that in my heart since January. And he put it on my heart about when I started my YouTube a few years back. And I wrote a poem about it and I put it to a video and it got striked. And that's nothing but the devil. And I got mad about it. And, emotionally, I didn't think before I acted. And I shut down the channel. And then I didn't even write down the poem. It stuck with me. It's in me. And I project it out every time that I have to minister. Or I have to serve. Let's put it that way. I'd rather say it like that. Because it don't sound so religious. Okay? Every time I have to serve, the way that God wants me to serve, it comes out in my message. Tap the screen, you guys. You got to tap the screen. I want you guys to tap the screen just so I can know that I'm not truly just talking to myself. That's what matters to me right now. Like I said, if you find it in your heart to give me a gift, that's fine. I love you guys, regardless to whatever you do. Tapping is free. Free, free, free. Share the live, comment below. Tell me if it's speaking to you, what I'm talking about. Just do it. Even on YouTube, once I get it on YouTube and you feel like I'm talking to you and this is already pre-recorded, like, go ahead and just say me. You could tell me anything you want to tell me. But if you feel like the atmosphere is pointed towards you, just say me. Just say me. So this video will be put up on YouTube on my channel, and my channel is in my bio. So you all can watch it, or watch it for the first time. So I come on here to tell you guys that we must know thyself. We have to stop running on emotions. Every time we think we're in love, you have to use wisdom when you're in love. When you feel like things are just going downhill fast, you have to shut it down and sit there and say, hey, I feel like something is going the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? Come on, you guys. Y'all got to understand what I'm saying. You have to. Because you don't listen. Nobody listens to themselves for real. They listen to what they want to hear. They really, really do. They listen to what they want to hear. And when they start listening to what they want to hear, they don't listen to the full message. And you're not going to get the full message, but the message that you need to hear will guide you in the direction that you need to go. And once you get there, the next step comes. This is what level to level means. This is what glory to glory means. This is what the how you say it, the next phase of your life. If you follow what your inner voice tells you to do, I mean, not the bad voice. We have voices. If you let medication take out your voices, you have no spiritual soul. Like you take that away. Not everything is all schizophrenic. We want to put diagnosis on everything. And that's what happened to me a few years back. I don't have a direct timing for that because I really like to just use that as a stepping stone to the ignorance that I was in when I figured out that I was hearing God's voice. When you hear a voice other than yours, there's three voices you're supposed to hear: God's voice, the devil's voice, and yourself. And when you start hearing yourself talk to yourself, you're in trouble because now you're selfish and not selfless. You're agreeing with only yourself, and it's narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say, "I wonder if I should go to the store today," and then you sit there for a minute and you say, "Yeah, I think I will go to the store," but something in you said, "I should not go to the store." But you go ahead and listen to your voice because you was saying, "Oh, I must be schizophrenic or something. I must be crazy or something because this voice is telling me not to go, and I really want to go." You're going against the spirit of your spirit man within. We are all gods and goddesses, but there's only one true God, the creator of you. We didn't ask to be here. We did not ask to be here. God chose us to be here, and he gave us a spirit man to follow. He made us in his image. That makes you a god and or goddess. Okay? It only makes you powerful only if you believe in him. If you believe that you are who he made you to be, then guess what? You have power. But you can't use it in a negative way. You have to help someone. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're going to stick on these right now. This card. Let's see. Let me make sure. Tree. Planted by the... You got to be rooted in God's word. Okay. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in the Bible because the Bible was made by white men. All books are made by people. Don't necessarily have to be white or black. Purple, green, yellow. Everything is written. How you supposed to know if faith come by hearing. You got to walk by faith. And if you don't believe that the Bible is somewhat real, because I got to say it's somewhat real. Because some of the stuff that they talk about in there kind of throws me off a little bit. I ain't even going to lie about it. I do. I have read that Bible a billion times. And I stick to my Psalms. I stick to my Proverbs. I stick to a couple of the stories. Because some of the stories really do make sense and it's more lifelike. Okay? Like David. Solomon. Esther. Ruth. Those are real life situations right there. Stuff that they like Lazarus and rising from the dead and stuff like that. Yeah, that happens. We done seen that in the news so many different times where people woke up in the morgue. I believe in that too. I believe that I've died. I've died more than you know. Okay? The more that you get to know me and the more that you come to my live, the more you will know about me. And you need to share this live and keep tapping the screen. Like, I only got 90 likes. And anything that's uncomfortable, people are not going to understand it. You come on here, you're sitting in the background, you're ghosting me, every time I come on, because you're trying to figure me out. You're not going to figure me out until you come in constantly when I'm on, because I'm not on all the time. I'm not. It should be an honor and a privilege to even come on here and give you all any words of encouragement at all. It's an honor and a privilege to have God use me in such a way where I can serve him in the best way of serving his people. So, I'm not in no four walls of a church. I belong to a church. I just rejoined the Word Church. And I believe in Jesus. I believe in God, the Creator. I believe in the Holy Spirit. The Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I believe in that. I believe in the Bible. I believe in it wholeheartedly. I just use what I use what I need that God has privileged me and accessed me to apply to my life. The whole Bible is supposed to be applied to your life. It's a manual. But I use Proverbs and Psalms to apply what I need to apply to serve you. The whole Bible should be applied, though. Believe it or not. You can believe it all, you can believe little of it, you can believe half of it, but you got to apply the Word of God. God has the last say. God has the first say and the last. He is Alpha and Omega. He is the beginning and the end. But am I going to sit up here and throw Bible verses up at you? No. I'm not. God didn't tell me to do it that way. Because everybody that's done it that way, he loses people. He loses people. This is my personal journey. This is what he accessed me to do. I'm not supposed to be doing anything like anyone else. Okay? I might have props like somebody else on TikTok. There's a lot of people on here that do what I'm doing. But are they true to it? Are they doing it really for entertainment? Are they doing it for the right reasons? Are they doing it just to get you all, manipulated? I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to truly get you to a point in life where you know how to follow yourself in the proper way. So that way you can feel more fulfilled in your life. Because there's a lot of us out here that feel like everything that they've done has been nothing but a train wreck. And they don't have nobody to encourage them. And we must encourage ourselves to encourage others. So when I say share the live, share it. Share it. Because I don't get on here that much. And when I do get on, it's to encourage you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you. And again, my goal for today is pearls. That's all I want is pearls today. I want roses. I love roses. They got a corn on there. I gotta go to a pause. All right, I'm back. Bill collector. I pay my bills. It might be late, but I pay my bills. I don't work, so I only get paid once a month. So what is it? What can you do? What can you do? I have to live too. But the bill will be paid. I know what it is, so it's my bank account. It's definitely my bank account. That's all it is. It's my bank account. I made a huge mistake a few months ago, and I trusted somebody, and it just went south completely. And that's where my strength in God and my journey just got stronger, because I went against myself, and I said, "Self, I want to help this person. I really do, because they really, you know, fed my life, and because I allowed them to get into my head and my emotions, I went against the grain and went on and did what I thought I wanted to do, and not followed what God said. I was only supposed to give a certain amount of money, and I ended up giving more than what I was supposed to, and now I screwed myself. So I'm gonna tell you, like, you have to be conscious of yourself and listen to the voices that tells you the things that you must do for your life. You have to. There's no other way to do it. You have to listen to your inner self. Your inner self is not going to guide you in the wrong direction. Your mind will, but your heart won't. Does that make sense? You're supposed to think with this. You're supposed to get knowledge with this. The wisdom comes from your heart. Did I say a lot there? When you say God knows my heart, God knows your heart. He knows what you really want to do for real. You really want to do what you want to do, and now you're about to allow your mind to that carnal mind, that double-minded the ways. You want it one way, but you know the right way, but you're gonna do it your way. Oh my God. I live like this. Do you understand? I lived like this. And when I started my journey last year on October 31st, weird as it sounds, it changed my life forever. My spiritual journey in this life right now is so different than any other person who's called. I know other people that are like me, but it's like far and in between. And they love me to death. But we can't announce to each other until we are all together. So, you always supposed to deal with people of like-minded ways, and the way you think, the way you talk. You know, you don't supposed to have the same ideas, the same vision, because everybody got a different ideal, a different dream, a different vision, and you have to get with someone that is like-minded to your vision in order for you to get the people that you need in your circle. You cannot mix. You cannot mix unlike to like people. Like, you can't mix them together, because you're always gonna get somebody that's gonna hate. Like, you're gonna always get somebody that's gonna hate regardless. But at the same time, if you're trying to get something out into the world, you're supposed to put people in your circle that is like-minded as you. They have different ideas of how they are supposed to add to the vision, because everybody has their own identity. You got your way, they got their way. You can't make nobody come your way. You can't. There's no way you can do that. There is no way. But you can tell them what your purpose is, and if they line up with your purpose, then you have done justice to the vision that you have and they have too. Now, to merge those together, it has to be an agreement. Because two that cannot agree, they cannot walk together. So why would you put somebody that don't agree with you at all and keep them in your circle? You're going to fail. Don't throw them out. Don't burn your bridge. But take them out of the equation, because you're trying to build your life. You're trying to build a journey. You're trying to build a business. You're trying to get your life strengthened and your family strengthening. You trying to get on the right path. The path is hard. And everybody want to take a shortcut because they don't want to follow the path. because that don't look comfortable. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I don't feel right going that way. Okay, but God put you on that path, so obviously He equipped you on that path to go that way. You have to know within yourself what He equipped you to have with your fingerprint. All of this was already decided before you were even born. So the struggles that you've been going through, has only been because you listened to you. There's three voices. We're all schizophrenic some kind of way. There's three voices. It's a good voice, bad voice, and your voice. If you constantly keep following your own voice and you think that you crazy a little bit because you hear other voices, and one voice is negative and one voice is positive and talk grand things and the path that you're supposed to be on, give you bits and pieces of goodness, guess what? The reason why you only get bits and pieces because if you knew the whole story of what you're supposed to be doing, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna run off with it and think that you know everything and you know nothing but what was presented. So it's not going to be easy. Each level has its own gifts for you. Like, God gives us gifts. All of us. Every last one of us has a talent of some kind. It's about finding that. Like going on social media. I'm a very, very shy person. Super shy. I love to sing. Okay, I haven't been able to sing since, I don't know, whenever. But I really lost my voice when I got COVID. So I still sing though, because that's what I love to do. I go to karaoke, I sing my songs, and I drink. I don't drink to get drunk though. Drinking to get drunk is not where it's at. It's written that you're not supposed to drink to get drunk. Your mind does crazy things when you let that spirit within you. That's why it's called spirits. You're allowing something to overtake you. You're allowing a substance to overtake you when you overdo instead of enjoying the pleasure of the taste. Yes, it's a disease. Yes. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. Like, y'all want to sit up there and say, I take drugs too. Okay, let me tell you, you're not supposed to be taking drugs. You got to know the difference of godliness and unclean. Okay? You got clean and unclean. Everybody want to say that marijuana is a drug. It's a pathway. It is a pathway. Only if you allow it to be a pathway. That's where it becomes negative. Because people do that for glaucoma. They do it for cancer. They do it for fibromyalgia like I have. Okay? I have nerve damage throughout my whole body from a truck accident. I got hit by an SUV. And my whole nervous system is crushed. I live in pain all day, every day, on every level. Sometimes the level is manageable, and sometimes it's so high, it's ridiculous. And I can't get out of bed. I can't walk sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So when I take a little toot, 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 guess what I do? I feel better. Then I go and take my ketamine infusions. Yeah, I trip. But there's a medical drug. That is not something I could take home and pop and get addicted to. It's all by prescription. So anyway, I'm still reading it out. Isolation. Right now, I am in isolation for a reason. That is to recharge and relax a little bit and think about my life and the way this should go, so that way, because in the Bible it says, lean not to your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. I know I'm lagging. Don't worry about it. I see it's yellow. So if you're gonna keep leaning on your understanding and how you see things and how you do things and getting routine of things, and guess what? How you gonna see God? God is right there in your face all the time. How you gonna see him? How you gonna feel him? How you gonna know that he even exists if you're always doing things your way? Can't do things your way. You have to listen to the positive vibes, the positive voice, that positiveness that runs through your veins. Everybody has it. It's just they don't want to listen. You say, God don't speak to me. Yes, he do. But you want to put medication all over it. Yeah. People follow the bad voice all the time because they don't understand what's going on with the good voice because it's telling them things that they're not comfortable with. So when you're not comfortable with stuff, guess what? That means that you must go and do what's uncomfortable for you. You got to. It'll be more rewarding if you get through it because it's already equipped for you to have it. We have choices in life. We have free will in life. We have a reason and a purpose in this life. But if you don't follow through on what God puts in your heart to do, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Hey, Don, how you doing? Hi, Don. Hi, Don. Go ahead and tap, 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 tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap for me. Tap, tap, tap the screen. I got that. I'm trying to trend that out. That's one of my hooks. If you hear somebody doing that, that's my hook, my original hook. You got permission to use it. I don't care. I just do it for fun. Make the hook for fun for the live. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as I'm sitting here today, God woke me up to help and encourage others today. I don't want to do matches. I don't care to do matches. It's not where it's at today. I might do it later. I might do it right after this live. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to help you understand that you have your own identity. Be your own imperfection. Be your own imperfection because people gonna think that you crazy, deranged, out of place. You doing your own thing. You selfish. You this, you that. Everything negative when it feels good to you to do what you do. Okay? If you worried about what everybody else think, if you worried about what everybody gonna say about you, then you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. That's why I am who I am. Okay? I'm the one and only Malaranda Adela. I love you guys. I may not like your ways, but I love you anyway. Anyway, no matter what you do or say, I still love you. God gave me the gift to still love. All the stuff that I've been through, all the struggles I've been through, everything I've been through, rapes, molestation, incessory, all that. I've been through it all. And I'm still able to be the best me I could be. Yes, I struggled for a little while with depression. I still do. I still do. I'm not even going to cap on that. I still do. But I don't let it overpower me. I don't run to my emotions and run with it. I got my fiance right now is he's running with his emotions right now. And I'm trying to get him to understand that if it's meant to be, it's going to be. You can't rush me into doing something outside of the will of God. You can't rush me into finding a way when God did not even equip me to have the way. You see what I'm saying? You have to run on the timeline of God and not on your timeline. You get what I'm saying? Like we keep running. We keep running with our emotions. We want it now. We gotta have it now. I want it now. You can't have it now. God is not microwave. He's an on-time God. He's not going to do it your way. He's going to do it the way he mapped it out for you. He predestined this for you. So you can't just turn around and say, well, I'm just going to do it my way. Because guess what? You're going to feel bad later. Because you're going to be like, he just don't love me. He said he would never leave me. He did leave you. You left him because you wanted to do things your way. You wanted to do it your way. You said, I can't wait on God. I can't wait on God. I can't do this. I can't do it. I got to do it now, right now. You can't do it now. You can't break through now because you're not ready. And God did not open that door for you to have it. And if a door opens for you, beware. Beware if it's you or the devil. Because God is not going to open up a door and not give you a blessing if you open that door beforehand. You can't put your hand on the doorknob and slam it open or tear it down yourself. It has to open on its own with a blessing behind that closed door. I can't play with God. I done played with God since God called me to be who I am. I've been working on what I wanted to work on and what people wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? People put me in ministries in so many different ways. Like, I was an evangelist. I was an elder. I was a reverend. I was a preacher, teacher, all that stuff. I did all of that. But that's not what I was called to do. I'm called to preach. Thank you for that, Chris. I'm called to preach and teach. But I'm not called to preach and teach in the way that the church has made it. I don't want to learn from my grandma. I want to learn. I want to teach you by my own experience. People don't do that. They want to follow the good book. And follow the good book. But let me tell you, people's experiences can help you along with that good book. So that way you don't feel like you by yourself. Because a lot of people be like, nobody's going through this but me. I'm telling you guys, there's people out here that's gone through way worse or much less than you. You have to understand that you have to stop doing you the way you've been doing you. Okay? There's 3 voices. I'm going to keep saying it. We all schizophrenic. We going to put medication on top of it and everything. Bipolar. You want to know why you're bipolar? Because you teeter-tottering. You teeter-tottering. You 1 minute you want to do it right, and then the next minute you get angry because you want to do it your way. So it just switches you off. You be up there like, okay, I'm going to do it this way. This is what God put on my heart to do. Some of you all are spiritual and don't want people to know. That just came up on me. Y'all want to be spiritual, but you don't want nobody to know. So that switches you off back and forth. You want to be mad. You want to be happy. You want to be mad. You want to be happy. And people thinking, oh, God, he is off the hook. No. You're not off the hook. You need to follow your fingerprint, your identity that God gave you alone, and stop worrying about the next man. Stop worrying about your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your cousin. Blood, like that old cliche, blood is thicker than water. Your family is not who God made your family to be. It's the family that believes in you, that follows you, that be with you, that loves you, supports you in every way. Even when you fall, you get picked back up. You're not talked about. You're not stabbed in the back. You're not betrayed. You know, you have haters. There's going to be haters. And when you got them, you are on the right path, honey. You're on the right path. But you're going to lean on your own understanding for real. Is that what you want to do? You want to put the log in your eye? Oh, shoot. You want to keep that little thorn in your side as a reminder that you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Doing it wrong. When you got that thorn in your side, I'd rather have a thorn in my side than a log in my eye. Okay? I'd rather depend on God in the way that I should go. Okay? Because I got a thorn in my side. It's called pain. Pain from a truck accident. Walking across the street, getting hit by a truck, an SUV, physically. And now I have nerve damage throughout my whole body. Should I be dead? I should. I should. But I'm not. I'm not dead. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to give you my experience so you know that you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. I've been raped 4 times. 4 times. By people I know. People I know who physically just was drawn to me so strongly. And I didn't give them the time of day because God did not give that to me to get to them. And guess what? They took it. Did I make it my fault? At first, I did. I did. But when you have a call on your life such as I do, because all of us has a call. All are called and few are chosen. You want to know why few are chosen? Because the few will believe wholeheartedly. And the rest will half step. Y'all want to sit up here and call yourselves Christians, but you half step. You want to take up your cross and walk, but guess what? You're half stepping. You want to take up your cross and walk with it, but every time you hit a snag or somebody want to attack you, you fall back and look back and turn into a pillar of salt. You angry, you upset, you mad, you pissed off. The world was whooping your tail and I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm mad now. You want to know why you're mad? Because you won't go through the process like you're supposed to. You're supposed to go through a processing. Without the process, you don't have anything. You're going to fail every time. And you're going to feel like somebody is always doing something to you. You're going to always feel like you got trust issues. That's what it is. It's called trust issues. I've been through that. I still go through that. I have trust issues. But it's not because of my past. I don't live in my past no more. I live in the present to the future. And the reason why I say I have trust issues because of the facts. I give people so many chances to come into my life to be an adage and not a hindrance. That they end up becoming a hindrance and trying to kill, steal, and destroy me. But I give you enough rope to hang yourself. And I ain't got to touch you. And if you realize that you have that power, because you have the same power. If somebody came along and said, well, I'm all for you, and then they steal, kill, and destroy, guess what's going to happen to them? God going to deal with them. He might show it to you, sit them at the table while you sit back and relax and enjoy the meal and watch the show. Okay? Sometimes he just might hide it from you because it needs to be hidden from you because you're too sensitive. You're not strong enough to see what they did to you is coming back on them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100-fold. Y'all out here and you got dreams out here, visions out here. You got so much imagination and creativity in you. You innovative and you're scared to put your stuff out there. I literally ministered to someone who actually got killed. It was shown on the news and I cried like a baby. I'm not mentioning names. Sorry, I can't do that. But I actually ministered to somebody and they had an invention that was going to change the entire world. And I gave him full warning that this was going to happen to him if he didn't do what he was supposed to as far as his invention. And when I seen this on the news, I swear to God, I seen it on the news. This was not too long ago. This year, to be exact. Seen him on the news. They showed a whole story about his invention and everything. He was killed. He was killed in a it was a store shooting, and he was one of the ones that got shot. And I was one of the ones that had a video time, and he showed up in my video, and I told him, like, go ahead and push forward. He already had it copyrighted, everything. He was already patterning. Yeah, that. Sometimes my words don't come out right. So anyway, he had a pattern on it already. So like all he needed to do is push it through. Wait for the access to push it through. He had been working on it for years. And then he was too afraid to put it out there because he would think that people wouldn't receive it right or try to kill him for it. So this was kind of like a conspiracy to take him out so that wouldn't push forward. So I'm gonna take a break for a little while because I'm feeling my energy coming down. Whenever my energy come down, it's time for me to just recharge. So I'm gonna take a break for a little while. I'll be back on later. And this video again. Thank you TikTok for allowing us to be able to download and process it over to YouTube or whatever platform we are on. Some of us use it for good and some of us use it for fun. I use it for the good and for fun. Sometimes for fun. But I'm not on here that much, so I don't have a real big team. I don't have that. I don't have a team really. I have moderators, and when they come on, they come on for a little while, and you know, I really don't have people coming in like that. But when I do get people coming in, I do get people liking my stuff. I stopped working towards 10,000 last night. 10,000 likes. If I get there, I get there. I want to get this in a spiritual way. I don't want to do this in the creative design that was made for fun. You know. So for all those that participated, thank you very much for coming on my live, sharing my live, even though it wasn't shared once. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for popping in, popping out. Thank you for ghosting me. Ghosting me, that means you sat here for a while the whole time and making sure that I say something that will be reported. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I've been banana 2 times already over something that was not even true. But whatever, however, what the devil meant for bad, God meant it for your good. Let all those that has breath praise ye the Lord. I love you. I may not like your ways, but I love you anyway. You have a good and blessed day. I'm out. Peace and love forever. Today I am. Anytime I come on, I am the one and only Melarunda Adela. But when I do this in spirit and in truth, I am Ilea, which means the beautiful one that grows in peace and love with God. Go in peace. Love you. Bye.